There is no greater tribute for our fallen veterans than awarding these heroes with full military honors. The folded American flag, the 21-gun salute, and the bugler playing taps are time-honored traditions performed by the Honor Guard, a group of volunteer veterans who dedicate themselves to providing this sacred service. But they need help. That's where the Operation Honor Guard is stepping in. Joining me now is the president and founder of the nonprofit organization, Rich Darby. Thank you so much, sir, for being here.
Oh, thanks for inviting us.
In person. I was reading about your cause this weekend. What a noble mission that you were on. Tell us more about it.
Sure. I'm a funeral director. My family owns and operates funeral homes in Illinois, Indiana, and Arizona. I was working a service in August of 2013, and it was sweltering hot. The sun was shining. I had my suit. I was soaking wet. I could feel the drip.
I can feel it for you now. Yeah.
I was at the graveside, and I was feeling sorry for myself. I just wanted to get back in the hearse and head to the funeral home and get in the air conditioning. And then I all of a sudden looked to my left, and there stood our local honor guard at attention. And men and women in their 70s, 80s, and 90s, sweat dripping down their faces, but they weren't feeling sorry for themselves. And I happened to look at their uniforms, and they had blue blazers on, which I found out were hand-me-downs from the local courthouse. And they had shades of gray pants, different shades of gray, and they didn't match. And I just had this aha moment that I needed to help them. And so I, got in contact with them and said, hey, I'd like to support you. And that's kind of where it started.
And that's where it began for you. You and I were talking in commercial break before we even went live. You're the first person to come up with this idea, to raise funds for the Honor Guard. Didn't that just blow your mind? You're the first?
As I researched it, as I started this nonprofit organization, I, went on Operation Honor Guard to say, okay, who else is doing this? Nobody. A little guy from Danville, Illinois is the only one in the nation doing this. And reaching out to people and asking for donations to support these veterans. They went and they served our country and they came back home. And they could have easily sat on their couch, but they didn't do that. They're now honoring our fallen veterans. They're still serving our country today.
Yeah, and it's the least we can do to give back to them, to give them the full ceremony that they deserve. Do you find that funerals are usually so expensive that a lot of the fallen military heroes' families don't even have much of one? Like, what's the true need?
Joe, what we're finding out is that people that have a veteran that passed away, they're proud. And they're proud of their loved one's service to the country. So they want to have the military rights. And so there is a great need. Another thing that is coming out from this is that we're finding out is that a lot of the younger veterans aren't stepping up and replacing. As these older Honor Guard members are becoming ill and passing away, we need to recruit younger veterans to come in. And so the need is greater than ever.
And why aren't they stepping up?
I'm not really quite sure. I don't know if, I know with the Vietnam veterans, there's a little bit of, hey, how we were treated when we came back home. That's changing a bit, but the newest generation, I just don't know if going to an American Legion post or, a VFW post, if it's something they're doing yet. And so they don't need, yes, join your American Legion, join your VFW. You don't have to spend every night there, but please join the Honor Guard.
Yeah,
we need
and
you.
Every bit of service and volunteerism helps. So for people watching at home right now saying, I would really like to give to this and help out myself, how do we give from afar?
Oh, fantastic. Go to operationhonorguard.us and hit the donate button. And that'd be a great thing. Something else that we're starting to do as well, starting to get emails from across the country. I get emails daily from funeral directors, grieving families. I got an email from some sports teams, professional sports teams, looking for honor guards. And so we're putting together a national database. And so if a funeral director is watching this, contact your local honor guard, have them register at operationhonorguard.us. If you're an honor guard and you're watching this, go to Operation Honor Guard and register. If you're a family member and you know an Honor Guard member, register in the database.
No matter who you are,
no matter
you can
who you
step
are,
up
yes.
in some way.
Yes.
Well, you're certainly garnering the interest and the funds for it. Rich Darby, a pleasure to meet you, sir. Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.